Hi everyone, I'm Sakun Sharma. In this video, I'm going to discuss about Address Resolution Protocol or ARP protocol. ARP is basically used with IP version 4 for IP to MAC conversion. With IP version 6, we do not use ARP protocol. So in IPv6, we have ND protocol, which is neighbor discovery, and ND is used for IPv6 to MAC conversion for its local network. Now let's discuss more about ARP protocol. Basically, ARP protocol is a conversion protocol which convert your IPv4 addresses into MAC addresses. Now question comes, why do we need this conversion? Basically, in our networks, when we talk about local networks use MAC address for its unique addressing. That means when one machine communicates to another machine in local networks, it uses MAC address for its communication. So local network layer 2, it uses Ethernet protocol. So if you see Ethernet header, you'll find for its addressing it use source MAC address and destination MAC address. That means when two machines are in one network and they want to communicate to each other, they should know each other's MAC address. Then only they can communicate to each other. But in your real-time environment scenarios, you'll always see whenever you want to transfer some data from one machine to another, you always ask your peer for his computer name, or at the max you ask him his IP address. You never ask him what is his MAC address, right? So when you ask his computer name and you try to open his computer or try to send some data on his computer name, basically at that moment DNS service convert his computer name into an IP address. Afterwards, ARP come into an action. So ARP converts that IP address into MAC address so that your machine can really send a frame to that particular machine. What we will do is we'll take a simple scenario and then we'll discuss this in more detail, and we'll see how basically DNS and ARP is working in your local network so that your source machine can send some data to a destination machine. Now let's take a small simple scenario. So in this scenario we have 4 machines, one switch acting as an interconnecting device. All 4 machines are connected to this switch. In this scenario, let's take an example that machine Sakun wants to send some data to machine Silk. Now when machine Sakun tries to open machine Silk over network, first thing machine Sakun will do is it will try to get the IP address for machine Silk, because it's a name, so networks cannot understand name. So with the help of DNS, it will convert its name to its IP address. So DNS will reply back with its IP, which will be 10.1.1.3. Now as you can see in packet capture that machine Sakun has sent a DNS query to DNS server to get an IP address for machine Silk. So DNS replies back within its IP address, which is 10.1.1.3. After machine Sakun gets an IP address of machine Silk, next step is to get the MAC address of machine Silk. So to get MAC address, machine Sakun will use ARP. Now ARP has two different things. One is ARP request and one is ARP reply. So machine Sakun will generate an ARP request frame, and ARP request frames are broadcast frames. That means everyone in network will receive that ARP request. In ARP request, there are mainly 4 fields, which is source MAC address, source machine IP address, destination MAC address, and destination IP address. as it's a request packet. So source MAC will be machine second's MAC address, source IP will be machine second IP address, destination MAC address, as it's a request, it's unknown, so destination MAC will be all zeros. Destination IP will be 10.1.1.3, which is the IP address of Silk. So now when everyone in network will receive this ARP request, what they will do is they will check their own IP address and try to match with this ARP request destination IP address. For all other machines whose IP address doesn't matches, they'll simply discard this ARP request. For machine Silk, for which it will match, it will send an ARP reply back to machine second saying that this is my MAC address. So ARP replies are always a unicast, they are never broadcast. ARP requests are always broadcast and ARP replies are always unicast. Now when machine second receives an ARP reply, basically it will store this MAC address in its local cache, which is ARP table. So all machines have a local ARP cache as an ARP table. So next time when it wants to send some data, it won't send an ARP request again. It will first check its local cache. If there is an entry for that in its local cache, then it won't send an ARP, it will directly send on that MAC address. If there's no entry for that particular IP in its ARP cache table, then it will generate an ARP request. So now as it knows the MAC address of machine Silk, it can send the data directly to machine Silk, and this will be your unicast. So this was all about ARP. I hope you get a clear idea about what is ARP protocol and how it works. So remember, ARP is in IP version 4. In IPv6 we do not have ARP. Instead of ARP we use neighbor discovery protocol. If this video helped you out with understanding what ARP is, please like and share. If you have any suggestions, please comment and subscribe to the channel. Thank you.